Hello everyone, thank you for visiting my channel. Today is June 2nd, 2021, Wednesday. I'm located in the province of British Columbia in the Pacific time zone. Today, right now it's about 10 p.m. Pacific time, and I'm going to read some news update regarding the recent stock market move. And this channel, previously known as a Fred Canada, right now is Fred Liu channel. And I'm going to read some news from a variety of websites, especially Yahoo Finance. And the first news is the stock market news live update on Wednesday, 2021, June 2nd. Let's get started. Stock futures ticked up Wednesday evening, with traders look ahead to deluge the data on the labor market Thursday and Friday. Earlier, the three major indexes ended the regular session just a tick above the flat line. Stocks has been a holding pattern this week ahead of key economic data releases. On Thursday, ADP will release its closely watched report on private payroll changes for May, which is expected to show another 650,000 jobs came back last month on top of the 742,000 added back in April. And the Labor Department reports on new weekly unemployment claims is expected to show new filings broke before 400,000 for the first time since March 2020. With fewer individuals becoming newly unemployed as more areas of economy reopen. Both reports will set a stage for the Labor Department's May job report out Friday morning, which will be instrumental in determining the strength of the economic recovery and suggesting whether the Federal Reserve might soon be due to taper its crisis-era asset purchase program. April's sharply disappointing job report with partly punchy 266,000 jobs added back while 1 million has been expected, served as a fuel for the Fed to stay on hold with the current policies, but this stance could be undercut by a marked improvement in data, some pundits noted. The May employment numbers are really very important. Stephen Bliss, TS Lumber U.S. economist, told Yahoo Finance that's really going to set in the market's mind whether or not the Fed announces a taper at the end of July or whether it's at some later date. Meanwhile, though much of the market drifted sideways on Wednesday, the so-called meme stock, or stock that has become popular on Reddit, forum, or Wall Street Bets, rallied strongly. Shares of AMC Entertainment Holdings edged up in the late trading, later doubling during the regular session. The resurgence in retail investor interest also lifted shares of companies including Naked Brand Group, NAKD, BlackBerry, BB, and Bed Bath & Beyond, BBBY, though many of these speculative trades lost steam in the after-hours session. I don't know if it's so much a threat to the market. It's more of a learning experience. Ryan Norman, Zephyr market strategist, told Yahoo Finance of the surge in meme stock. This is no longer our grandparents or our parents' stock market. Now, investment professionals, they might need to start looking at alternative data set, rethinking their investment thesis to consider the growing cohort of retail investor. 6:16 p.m. Eastern Time, Wednesday, stock futures edge higher. Here are where markets were trading on Wednesday evening. S&P 500 futures 4,207.25, which is 1 point and which is 0.02% increase. Dow futures 34,592, 2 point increase. Nasdaq futures 13,683.50, 9.75% increase. Okay, the next one. AMC stock will fall hard because the company isn't changing the world like Tesla. Strategist Brian Sazi, Wednesday, June 2nd, 2021. Most professional strategists are advising retail traders in AMC stock to be cautious after the largest one-day insane move higher than is completely devoid of fundamental analysis. When the music stopped, the stock is going to fall hard, in my opinion, said Miller Tabak strategist Mac Malley on the Yahoo Finance Live. Shares of AMC exploded more than 100%. Afternoon trading on Wednesday leading the way in a renewed bid in retail investors to send meme stocks such as GameStop, popular earlier in this year, back to dizzying new valuation heights. AMC stock price was sent into override starting on Tuesday as the company, which like other meme names, has weak fundamentals for the myriad of reasons, unveiled an 8.5 million shares sale. The company fetched $230.5 million in the sale to investor Mudrick Capital, which then reportedly sold the stake, saying the stock was overvalued. The movie theater chain has reportedly earned Mark the money for the acquisition of the closed theater. Shares have also been boosted by the favorable box office performance during the Memorial Day weekend, expert says. AMC market cap now stands at lofty $30 billion in spite of deep losses through the COVID-19 pandemic and an uncertain post-pandemic life. Malley added, some people may think the O and AMC could go to $50, but if you think of that, you are betting on a Tesla-type game plan here where they could change the world. I don't see that. Malley made those comments earlier in the day when AMC shares were trading around $36. As of Wednesday, it's around 2:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Shares were around $61. Despite the warning from the institutional pros such as Malley, the influential retail investor crowd is saying, at least for now, they don't care what experts think. AMC stock has been by far the most mentioned on the Wall Street bets over the last 24 hours, easily beating other meme stock favorite GameStop. According to social media tracking service Swaggy Stocks, positive sentiment on the stock is outpacing negative sentiment by about 4:1 ratio. Meanwhile, over the other social media tracking service, HyperEquity, AMC continues to show sustained retail investor interest, a source on the platform told Yahoo Finance. Bed Bath & Beyond has been swept up into the meme stock mania. Its stock is up about 44% Wednesday afternoon. Here's the CEO Mark Tritton just told Yahoo Finance Live. Okay, that's very exciting, huh? And I'm going to take the last news. Okay, so the AMC stock surged more than 100% to record intraday high. Market cap overtakes GameStop. Reported by Emily McCormick, Wednesday, June 2nd, 2021. Let's get started. Shares of the AMC Entertainment Holding rallied again on Wednesday, with shares more than doubling in value as investors on Reddit and other social media platforms piled into a meme stock. AMC stock rose as much as 127% at session highs to trade at $72.62 per share around 1:15 p.m. Eastern Time. The company market capitalization broke about $30 billion following the rise, bringing it about GameStop's market value approximately $20 billion. The swift surge on Wednesday also triggered multiple volatility halt in shares on the New York Stock Exchange. By the end of the trading day, the stock was up 95% to $62.55. AMC shares price rallied, added to a gain of nearly 23% on Tuesday, and the stock closed higher for the sixth time in 7 sessions. The stock has been a resurgence and as interest among retail investors on the Reddit forum or Wall Street Bets, who have bought shares in the stock in massive efforts, short sellers to cover their positions to push the stock still higher. Interest in AMC shares also jumped on Twitter, and the hashtag AMC Army trended on the social media platform Wednesday afternoon. Shares of the so-called meme stock that have been rising in prominence on Reddit this year also gained on Wednesday. Bed Bath & Beyond gained more than 45% intraday, while Naked Brand Group and BlackBerry were up 17% and 20% respectively. AMC also launched a new platform to capitalize on his stable retail investor base. AMC announced Wednesday it was launching AMC Investor Connect, a program that allows AMC shareholders who sign up on the company website to receive special offers and company update. AMC reported that more than 3.2 billion individual investors owned a stake in AMC as of mid-March this year, comprising more than 80% ownership of this company. But aside from benefiting from the stock firm's popularity, AMC shares have also recently seen a tailwind from the broader economic reopening taking place coming out of the pandemic. Other stocks like airlines, cruises line, and hotel companies in so-called reopening trade has also outperformed this year, albeit with less velocity compared to the meme stock, and AMC as a company is still poised to benefit from the greater consumer mobility as the social distancing standard ease, some analysts noted. Memorial Day weekend box office, we thought, was pretty encouraging. Macquarie analyst Chad Bainan told Yahoo Finance on Wednesday, citing the debut of the new movie like A Quiet Place 2. There is still demand for the consumer to go back to the box office. So that was one major positive. The second thing was AMC was able to free up some additional capital here, he added. The bond. Some of the 12% bond are actually trading close to 97% on the dollar right now. Back in November, those were trading at 5 cents. So the bond have rallied. Obviously, the stock has rallied. And then the third big thing that we are all kind of focused on is the July vote to potentially allow for another 500 million shares, and that could permit AMC to either address the leases, address the conventional debt, or participate in the M&A market, he added, referring to the company's forthcoming annual shareholder meeting. Still, Wednesday rally came even as some investors stuck a more cautious tone on the company. Hedge funds Moderate Capital Management reportedly sold its entire stake in AMC and called shares overvalued. According to the Bloomberg on Tuesday, the report came the same day as that the theater company announced it has sold 8.5 million shares to Moderate Capital, worth $230.5 million, with AMC saying it would use the cash to invest in part in acquisition of additional theater leases. Emily McCormick is reported for Yahoo Finance. Follow her on Twitter at Emily_MCCK. Thank you for watching and have a great day. See you next time.